God is about to change everything you've been praying about. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now in a way you can feel settling into your chest like a deep exhale you didn't know you were holding. You didn't land here by accident. Something has been stirring in your spirit, nudging you to pause, to listen, to believe again, and that nudge is heaven's timing lining up with your life. Listen to this. God has been watching you pray in silence, watching you keep going when answers felt delayed, watching you show up for others while quietly asking, "When will it be my turn?" Don't scroll, this message is for you. The reason your emotions have felt closer to the surface lately, the tears that come out of nowhere, the memories resurfacing, the sudden clarity mixed with restlessness, is because a spiritual awakening has begun, and your heart is preparing to receive what's been moving toward you behind the scenes. Your heart needs this right now. The waiting season wasn't wasted, the confusion wasn't pointless, and the heartbreak didn't cancel the promise. God is rearranging your life from the inside out, gently but decisively, so that when the change arrives, it doesn't just look good, it feels right. Don't scroll, listen to this. The signs you've been noticing aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. Repeating numbers like 111, 222, 444, moments where you glance at the clock and feel a rush, songs that hit too close to home, dreams that linger long after you wake, these are reminders that you're aligned, protected, and guided. Your heart needs this right now. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are not asking for too much. God has heard every prayer you whispered when no one else was listening, especially the ones about love, peace, purpose, and release. And listen, there is a shift happening in your relationships too. Someone whose energy you feel even in silence, someone your soul recognizes, has been part of the lesson and the preparation. Whether that connection is about to be healed, transformed, or released, God is removing confusion and replacing it with clarity. Don't scroll, this message is for you. You are stepping out of a season of chasing and into a season of receiving. The love meant for you will not require you to shrink, explain, or beg. It will meet you where you are and grow with you. And hear this gently, God is also protecting you by removing what can't follow you forward. The distance you feel from certain people is intentional. The doors closing are merciful. The discomfort is guidance. Your heart needs this right now. What's leaving is making space for what's arriving. Listen to this. The heaviness you've been carrying is about to lift, not all at once, but enough for you to breathe again, to hope again, to trust again. God is changing your perspective before changing your circumstances so the blessing doesn't overwhelm you, it strengthens you. Don't scroll, stay with me. Over the next days and weeks, expect small confirmations that build into big shifts, an unexpected message, a timely opportunity, a clear answer, a peace that replaces anxiety. This is not luck, this is alignment. You are being guided toward a chapter that feels steady, mutual, and true. And here's the truth your heart needs right now: God isn't late, He's precise. The timing is intentional. The process was necessary. And what's coming will make sense of everything you endured. Don't scroll, hold this close. God is about to change everything you've been praying about, and this is only the beginning. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because if you're still here, your spirit already knows there's more unfolding, and your heart needs this right now in a way that feels steady and reassuring, like someone finally sitting beside you and saying, "I see you." God is continuing the work He started, and this next part is about alignment, not confusion, so breathe and stay with me. You've been feeling pulled in two directions lately. One part of you wanting to let go completely, and another part still hoping, still believing, still holding space for what could be, and that tension wasn't weakness, it was preparation. God says you were being stretched so you could carry what's coming without fear. Don't scroll, this message is for you. The reason certain thoughts keep returning is not because you're stuck, it's because clarity is forming. God has been peeling away illusions, showing you what was real, what was temporary, and what was never meant to define you. Your heart needs this right now. You didn't fail, you learned. You didn't lose, you were redirected. And the moments you thought were setbacks were actually protections in disguise. Listen to this, heaven has been rearranging your environment quietly. Conversations that didn't happen were mercy. Opportunities that passed you by were not meant for you. Connections that faded were clearing space. God is preparing a version of your life that feels lighter, calmer, and more honest. Don't scroll, stay with me. There's also a shift happening around love and connection. Someone has been thinking about you more than they admit, feeling your absence, noticing the silence, replaying moments and wishing they had shown up differently. Whether this person returns changed or whether God introduces someone new, the message is the same. You will no longer have to question your worth in love. Your heart needs this right now. The love meant for you will be consistent, safe, and mutual. It will meet your depth with depth, your loyalty with loyalty, your softness with care. Listen, the signs you're seeing are confirmations of timing. Angel numbers showing up when you least expect them, a sudden calm after emotional storms, a sense of peace replacing anxiety. These are signals that alignment is happening. God is syncing your inner world with your outer world. Don't scroll, this message is for you. You're entering a season where clarity replaces confusion, where effort flows instead of forces, where your intuition becomes sharper and your boundaries stronger. The reason you've been craving quiet, rest, or distance is because your spirit is recalibrating. God is teaching you how to listen inwardly so you don't ignore what your heart already knows. And hear this gently. Some people won't understand the version of you that's emerging, and that's okay. You're not meant to be understood by everyone, you're meant to be aligned with what's true. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The prayers you've been repeating, the ones about peace, stability, purpose, and love, are being answered step by step. Not rushed. Not delayed. Prepared. God is changing your expectations so that when the blessing arrives, you recognize it immediately and receive it without fear. Stay open. Stay grounded. Stay present. Because the change you've been praying about isn't distant, it's unfolding, quietly, intentionally, and beautifully, right now. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you've stayed this far, it's not by chance, it's because your spirit is leaning forward, sensing that this is where the deeper truth is revealed, and your heart needs this right now more than you may want to admit. God is continuing the transformation He began, and this part is about trusting the unseen, even when the path ahead still feels uncertain. You've been learning how to release control, how to stop forcing outcomes, stop replaying conversations, stop wondering what you could have done differently, and that surrender hasn't been easy, but it has been holy. Don't scroll, this message is for you. God says the quiet moments you've been experiencing lately. The pauses, the stillness, the strange calm after emotional waves, are not emptiness, they are sacred space. Heaven is clearing your inner world so that what's coming can land gently instead of crashing into chaos. Your heart needs this right now. You're not losing momentum, you're gaining alignment. Listen to this. The reason old memories have been resurfacing is not to hurt you, but to heal you. God is closing emotional loops, allowing you to finally understand why certain things unfolded the way they did, why certain people couldn't stay, and why certain prayers were answered with "wait" instead of "now." Don't scroll, stay with me. There is also a shift happening in your sense of identity. You're no longer the person who settles, overextends, or stays silent to keep peace. God is teaching you discernment. How to recognize what feels right in your body, what feels aligned in your spirit, and what no longer deserves your energy. And hear this gently, someone from your past has been feeling this shift too. They sense the distance. They notice the strength. They feel the absence of access. Whether or not they speak up, the lesson remains: you are becoming someone who chooses peace over familiarity. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The love meant for you will not come with confusion, inconsistency, or emotional guessing games. It will feel steady. It will feel respectful. It will feel mutual. And until that alignment arrives, God is asking you to treat your own heart with that same care. Listen to this: the signs you've been receiving, those repeating numbers, those moments of deep calm, those sudden insights, are confirmations that you're moving in the right direction, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Angel numbers aren't just symbols, they're reassurance. They're heaven's way of saying, keep going. You're closer than you think. Don't scroll, stay present. You're entering a phase where your intuition grows louder than outside noise, where your choices feel clearer, and where your confidence doesn't come from approval but from inner alignment. God is reshaping your definition of success, not just external achievement, but internal peace. And here's what your heart needs right now. You don't need to rush the change. You don't need to compare your timing to anyone else's. You don't need to force the next step. God is guiding you with precision. What's unfolding is meant to last. So trust the pace. Trust the quiet. Trust the process. Because the change you've been praying about is not just approaching, it's already taking root, and soon, you'll look back and realize this was the moment everything truly began to shift. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because if you've made it to this part, your soul already understands that this message is unfolding layer by layer for a reason, and your heart needs this right now in a way that feels grounding and true. God is continuing to move things into place, and this part is about confirmation and courage, because you're being asked to trust yourself as much as you trust the signs. You've been sensing a quiet confidence growing inside you lately. A calm strength that doesn't need to prove anything, and that's not accidental. God has been rebuilding your inner foundation so you can stand steady when the change fully arrives. Don't scroll, this message is for you. You've been learning how to listen to your intuition without second-guessing it, how to pause before reacting, how to choose peace even when chaos tries to pull you back into old patterns. And listen, the moments you felt alone weren't abandonment, they were training. God was teaching you how to hear His voice without distraction, how to recognize alignment without approval, how to feel safe in stillness. Your heart needs this right now. You are not late to your life, you are arriving exactly on time. There's also something shifting in how you see love and connection. You're no longer chasing intensity, you're choosing consistency. You're no longer drawn to uncertainty, you're craving clarity. God is recalibrating your heart so that when the right connection appears, whether it's a healed version of someone you already know or someone entirely new, you'll recognize it by how peaceful it feels, not how anxious it makes you. Don't scroll, stay with me. Someone has been watching you quietly, noticing your growth, sensing your distance, realizing that your energy is no longer easily accessible. This isn't about power or control, it's about respect. God is teaching others how to treat you by how you treat yourself. And listen to this, the signs you've been seeing are now shifting from reassurance to direction. Angel numbers are appearing at moments when you're making decisions, not just when you're emotional. That's heaven saying, trust this step. The clarity you feel after choosing yourself is confirmation that you're moving in alignment. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. God is also closing chapters that once defined you. Roles you played, expectations you carried, stories you told yourself to survive. You don't need those anymore. You're stepping into a season where you're allowed to be whole, honest, and hopeful without apology. The change you've been praying about isn't loud, it's steady. It's showing up as peace where there was tension, as confidence where there was doubt, as direction where there was confusion. And hear this gently, you don't need to rush the ending to arrive at the beginning. God is unfolding this chapter with intention so it lasts. Stay open. Stay patient. Stay present. Because what's aligning now is setting the tone for everything that comes next, and your heart already knows you're ready. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this part is where the quiet confidence you've been building finally meets divine reassurance, and your heart needs this right now like a steady hand on your back saying, you're safe to move forward. God is continuing to change everything you've been praying about, and now He's asking you to trust the version of yourself that has been formed through patience, healing, and hard-earned clarity. You've noticed it, haven't you? The way you no longer react the same way. The way certain triggers don't hold the same power. The way you pause, breathe, and choose differently. That's not distance, that's growth. Don't scroll, this message is for you. God says you're learning how to respond from wisdom instead of wounds, and that shift alone is opening doors you didn't even knock on. Listen to this, the reason your life has felt quieter lately is because heaven is reducing noise so you can hear direction. God is pulling you away from distractions, drama, and emotional static because the next step requires clarity, not chaos. Your heart needs this right now, you don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. The people meant to walk with you will recognize your worth without explanation. And yes, there's movement around love too. Someone connected to your heart has been feeling the weight of their choices, reflecting on moments they didn't show up, realizing the depth they overlooked. Whether they come forward or not, the lesson remains, you are no longer available for half-effort or mixed signals. God is aligning you with love that is intentional, present, and grounded. Don't scroll, stay with me. The signs around you are becoming gentler now, not urgent alarms, but soft confirmations. Angel numbers appearing when you're calm, peaceful thoughts replacing anxiety, a sense of, I'll be okay, settling in, that's heaven saying you're on the right path. God is shifting your focus from what hurt you to what's possible, from what you lost to what's being built. And here's what your heart needs to hear, you are allowed to feel excited about the future again. You're allowed to hope without fear of disappointment. You're allowed to trust that what's coming is meant to stay. Don't scroll, because this next realization is powerful. God isn't just changing your circumstances, He's changing how you experience them. Even challenges will feel different now, because you're meeting them with resilience instead of resistance. The peace you're feeling isn't temporary, it's foundational. Stay present. Stay grounded. Stay open. Because the change you prayed for isn't arriving as a single moment, it's unfolding as a new way of living, loving, and believing, and your heart is already learning how to hold it. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because this part is where the deeper shift becomes undeniable, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize. God is continuing to change everything you've been praying about, but now He's working beneath the surface, quietly, intentionally, reshaping your inner world so the outer blessings can finally last. You may have felt it lately. A strange calm mixed with anticipation, moments of peace interrupted by flashes of emotion, memories surfacing not to hurt you but to release you. That's not confusion, that's completion. Don't scroll, this message is for you. God says you are closing cycles that once defined you, and you're doing it with grace instead of bitterness. Listen to this. The reason certain people have faded, certain conversations stopped, and certain habits lost their grip is because you're being repositioned for alignment, not isolation. Heaven is removing what no longer matches your frequency so what does can finally find you. Your heart needs this right now. You didn't lose anyone, you outgrew what couldn't grow with you. And yes, love is still part of this story. There is a soul connection being recalibrated around you. Someone whose spirit recognizes yours even in silence, someone who has been learning lessons the hard way, feeling the absence of your energy like a missing note in a familiar song. Whether that person returns transformed or remains a lesson completed, God is protecting your heart from repetition. Don't scroll, stay with me. The signs you've been seeing, 11:11 when you think of new beginnings, 2:22 when you question alignment, 444 when you need reassurance, aren't coincidences. They're confirmations that your prayers are being answered in stages. God is teaching you patience without punishment, faith without fear. Listen to this, you are stepping into a season where your intuition speaks louder than your anxiety, where your boundaries feel natural instead of forced, where your joy no longer needs validation. Your heart needs this right now. You are allowed to choose yourself without guilt. You are allowed to rest without apology. You are allowed to believe that ease can exist alongside ambition. Don't scroll, because this next truth is crucial. God is changing the way you receive. You used to brace for disappointment, now you're learning to expect goodness. You used to overgive to feel secure, now you receive without chasing. This is the maturation of your spirit. The universe is responding to your steadiness by sending opportunities that match your calm, connections that honor your pace, and blessings that don't require you to abandon yourself. Listen to this, the quiet confidence growing inside you is the signal heaven has been waiting for. It means you trust the process even when you don't see the full picture. And here's the reassurance your heart needs right now, nothing meant for you will miss you. What's delayed is being refined. What's hidden is being protected. What's coming is being prepared to meet you at the level you're finally standing on. Don't scroll, stay present. Breathe. This chapter isn't loud because it's lasting. And the changes God is making now will be the ones you thank Him for long after the excitement fades, because they brought you peace that stays. Don't scroll. Stay with me until the very last word, because this ending is the confirmation your soul has been waiting for, and your heart needs this right now in a way that goes deeper than emotion, it reaches destiny. God says the changes you've been praying about are no longer forming, they are activating. What once felt delayed was never denied, it was protected until you were strong enough to hold it without losing yourself. Listen to this. The reason your spirit feels calmer lately, even when circumstances haven't fully shifted yet, is because heaven has already decided the outcome. Peace always arrives before proof. Don't scroll, this message is for you. God is saying the tears you cried in private have already been counted, the nights you questioned your worth have already been redeemed, and the prayers you whispered when you felt unseen have already moved mountains you couldn't see. You're stepping into a season where clarity replaces confusion, where your "why did this happen" turns into "now I understand," and where the weight you carried for others is finally lifted from your shoulders. Listen, because this part matters. Someone connected to you, someone whose soul recognizes your light, is being stirred right now. Whether it's a soulmate returning with humility or a new connection entering with peace, God is aligning hearts that can love you without draining you. You will no longer have to prove your value, explain your boundaries, or shrink your dreams to keep someone comfortable. Your heart needs this right now. The love coming into your life will meet you where you are, not where you used to be. Don't scroll, because the signs are about to intensify. Angel numbers will appear when you least expect them. Songs will speak answers. Conversations will confirm what your intuition already knows. These are not coincidences. They are checkpoints letting you know you're on the right path. God says the doors opening next will open effortlessly. No forcing. No chasing. No begging. Just alignment. And here's the part that brings it all together. The reason everything is changing now is because you finally chose faith over fear, growth over comfort, and truth over attachment. Heaven responds quickly when the heart is ready. Listen to this. The version of you who survived is stepping aside so the version of you who thrives can take the lead. And if you're still watching, that's your confirmation. This message was meant to find you, not scare you, not rush you, but remind you, God is with you, guiding you, protecting you, and rewriting your story in ways that will soon make sense. Stay open. Stay grounded. Stay faithful. Because what's coming next doesn't just answer your prayers, it exceeds them. And when it arrives, you'll look back at this moment and realize, this was the turning point.